Hey folks, so Drop is coming out with MT3 profile keycap sets in collaboration with Marvel, and this week they're launching the Black Panther set. They sent it my way alongside a high profile control keyboard, and I had Lavender switches from Cannonkeys, so let's build this board and see what it's like. Let's go. So Lavender switches come factory lubricated, and that's pretty nice, but they're 5-pin switches, and the controls PCB is 3-pin only, so I had to use some clippy boys to clip the extra plastic pins. Kind of hurts, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I started by installing Everglide stabs that Drop also included in my package. These were all loose on the plate, so I added some tape to fix them in place. Then I installed all switches in. It's worth noting that the Drop control has north-facing switch sockets, but it doesn't interfere with MT3 keycaps, so it's not a concern with this build. And finally, the keycaps. So again, these are Black Panther themed, and it's officially licensed. Pretty cool that Drop is able to have big collabs like these. And we're done. So speaking of keycaps, let's have a closer look. So these feature the MT3 profile, which is the tall profile I prefer these days, at least over SA. These keycaps feature the Black Panther color theme, and they're double shot, so Legends feature this lavender color, while the keycaps themselves are purple and black. These are made from ABS, so colors are super vibrant. It's the typical MT3 font that we're used to see. I was thinking they could have went with something Marvel-like, but I guess that would have increased production costs. It's a nice font nonetheless, and it's super sharp being double shot. They also include 5 novelties, 2 of which being the Marvel logo in different colorways, so realistically, only 3 Black Panther specific novelties. So a mask for the escape key, Black Panther's necklace as left shift, and the ancestral tree as the enter key. I kind of wish there were more of them as it's a bit subtle, but I guess it makes the set cheaper if you mostly care about the colorway over the Black Panther theme. In total, you get 3 trays, which include a bunch of different size keys to accommodate unconventional layouts. This set retails for $135, which I feel is quite reasonable given the licensing fee and the number of keycaps that are included. Now to these switches, it really hurts that they're now 3-pin as they feel pretty nice, especially for stock switches. They're maybe a bit too heavy for my taste, but they're super smooth with very minimal wobble, and that's especially nice for tall keycaps. Even though they're now 3-pin only, they fit quite snug on the controls plate, which is nice. I don't feel any difference compared to 5-pin switches. And finally, they also match the keycaps with this lavender housing. As for the stabs, they too feel pretty great. I lubed them with GS2 and dielectric grease and added tape so they fit snug. They do feel and sound better than the stock stabs that come included with the control, and they're not super expensive, so that's definitely a nice upgrade. So before going to a sound test, here are my thoughts on the Drop control. To me, it's a little outdated. I mean, it still looks great, especially this high profile version. However, it only supporting 3-pin switches in the north-facing configuration, having no foam, no PCB mounted stabilizers, no VIA support, and featuring an integrated plate design makes this keyboard not as interesting these days compared to other options. Although I would say that the 10 keyless selection is a bit limited, so if you really want this layout, then it can be a great option. In all cases, it's not a bad keyboard at all. It's hefty, the dual USB-C port feature is pretty cool, and the craftsmanship is excellent on my unit, and that would be the reasons why I'd consider a Drop control. Anyway, now to the sound test. Alright, so that's it for today. Let me know what you think about the sound test. It definitely sounds a bit hollow to me, and I think I would prefer it with a bit of sound dampening material in it, although the keycaps also accentuate the sound with their tall profile. Anyway, I'll have a link to this new Black Panther keycap set from Drop in collaboration with Marvel down below, as well as all the parts I used in this video. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, as I'll see you in the next video.